Have you ever wanted a dino with great damage, amazing carry weight, and insane speed? What about a dino that can gather like a monster and doesn't run out of stamina? Well, look no further, cause today we will be talking about a dino that has it all. I'm MatchUXD and today we're discussing the Direbear. To start things off, let's talk about the Direbear's base stats. We will compare the base stats to that of a Rex because the Rexes are considered the height of combat. The Direbear's base health is pretty standard, but its health scaling is the same as a Rex, scaling at 5.4% per point. The Direbear has more stamina and weight than the Rex, and the scaling is the same. The melee damage of the Direbear is slightly less than the Rex, but its power attack has a higher base damage while also having a 0.3% greater scaling per point. Most importantly, the Direbear has a default movement speed of 223%, which makes it almost as fast as a Rex at walking speed. But the Direbear's charge passive allows it to sprint much faster than the Rex, and is more comparable to that of a Gallimimus. The Direbear has a 4-star gathering efficiency for meat and prime meat, versus the Rex's 5-star, making it an excellent gatherer of meats. But meat isn't the only thing it can gather. It's fantastic at gathering fiber and berries, and can even gather organic polymer. Just run through the forest while attacking and you'll become overencumbered with berries before you know it, making the Direbear one of the best ways to gather narco berries. As if its gathering potential wasn't enough, the Direbear also has the ability to gather 2 times honey without disturbing the hive. Just power attack to gather honey peacefully. And to top it off, the Direbear preserves food by 4 times, allowing meat and berries to last longer and giving you time to take your prime meat back to your base. The Direbear also has a passive that keeps the rider insulated, giving you an additional 35 resistance from heat and cold. The Direbear also has a huge AoE. I used this area as an example. The primary attack reaches all the way around the bear going to its back legs, while the secondary attack has a greater reach on the left and a bit less on the right. It can also use its primary attack while running, giving it a sweeping attack, allowing it to gather more bushes faster and attack while sprinting. This AoE allows the Direbear to attack other dinos that are almost completely behind it. Now let's take a look at how fast the Direbear can go compared to a Gallimimus. As you can see, the Gallimimus has a much faster starting speed, but the Direbear's max speed is slightly higher, giving it the victory after 150 foundations. The Direbear isn't all good though. Its ability to gather berries efficiently can actually become a burden and cause you to be overencumbered regularly. And the Direbear is a terrible swimmer. Worst of all, the Direbear is difficult to tame. With its high default torpor, the Direbear can actually die before it's knocked out if you're using trank arrows. Using better equipment is advised, but if you have to use trank arrows, then make sure to use Dododex to find out the exact amount of arrows you will need so you don't overdo it and kill the Direbear. To use Dododex, just enter the wild Direbear's level and your server's taming speed and scroll down to the knockout section to calculate how many arrows it'll take you. With the Direbear's speed and damage, it is necessary to make a dino trap, though the trap only has to be a 3x3. I used this trap to tame a max level Direbear. I built it with 9 foundations, 10 walls, a door, a dino gate door, and about 2 to 4 ramps, all made from stone. So now you know, Direbears have plenty of pros. Good health, damage and carry weight of a Rex, high stam with low stamina drain, the movement speed of a Gallimimus, and can attack while running. Has a huge AoE attack, insulates the rider, and to top it all off, can gather polymer, fiber, prime meat, berries, and honey. That all makes up for the fact that it gathers too many berries, can't swim well, and is hard to tame. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.